I am not much of a music guy, but something that is so underappreciated in Wuthering Waves is music. And that can go for video games in general too, really. So, in this video, I'm going to break down and analyse the different themes of Wuthering Waves by picking out 5 tracks and delve into their deeper significance. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, let's get listening. Now, just to preface, I am a firm believer that music is just as important as the things that you look at, such as like animation, visuals, anything like that. It does add so much to the emotion of a scene, while not being picked up upon, especially during a first-time playthrough. Like, the amount of times I've had to listen to these songs, oh, it's a lot. But yes, with that said, I absolutely adore these tracks, so let's get into the first one. Now, of course, as you can see here on the screen, the first one is Chasing Daylight. Now, this plays during the 2.7 ending cutscene, so when you're fighting Leviathan, or, well, not when you're fighting it, because it's a cutscene, but... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the song play for a bit, and then analyse the lyrics. Let us get straight into the first one, shall we? Okay. Chasing Daylight. I love this song, by the way. It's so good. It's so good. Such a good voice. Okay, so I'm probably going to do it like this. So, first of all, we have got a few lines to go over. For what we sing today, who is we? Could this song actually be for the whole of Renacita? We being the whole of Renacita? Silent Martyr's flames could be in reference to Fenrico, perhaps. I mean, he did die a martyr, in my opinion. I feel like he is martyr-worthy, which is very interesting because, obviously, this song does encapsulate all of Renacita. So, if it includes Fenrico as well, it's a nice little touch. Anyways. I'm sorry to cut off before the drop, but all Defiers slashing disbelief, could that be in reference to Defiers of Fate, like, you know, Avidius, or perhaps just all of them? Defiers of the Leviathan, Defiers of the truth, or the subjective truth, trying to promote the objective truth, which is not Leviathan, it is Imperator. But anyways, onto the chorus. Oh, I got caught up in it there. Cleave the dark apart, very simple. Cleave the dark tide apart. That is very simple. That's probably as simple as it's gonna get. Through the Sinner's Smiles. Sinner's Smiles, it's actually pretty interesting when you've got a lot of religious connotations in this region. So, yeah, I mean, Sinner's Smiles, of course, could be the people of Renacita, the people that have sinned, but they're smiling. I don't know, sinning in the eyes of Leviathan, but not in the eyes of Imperator. It could mean quite a few things, actually. So good. Such a good chorus. Okay. Dawn is breaking in now. It's definitely in reference to how to beat Leviathan, right? Hope and faith, glory of all the people of Renacita to let the dawn break. Interesting word choice, though. Cleaving. There's a lot of... Cleave is used a lot in this song. And cleaving, to me anyways, it almost feels like a brutal action, like having to bang down the door to beat Leviathan. You know, cleaving, like you could say slashing. Slashing's more of like a graceful thing, but no, it's cleaving. It's like proper chopping at it, like the dark tide is some sort of solid mass, not a liquid, if that makes sense. Am I reaching, or I don't know, am I reaching? Okay, now I kind of thought, well, Flame of Sun, Augusta, that could be like an Augusta reference, right? Sun could also mean the light bearing down. They want the light bearing down on them to cleanse or remove the dark tide. Songs of Moon keep on playing. Now, that in itself could be, Sun and Moon. Augusta, you never know. Roaring tides rising from despair, dark tides, of course, Leviathan feeding off of that, more dark tide. Okay, I've got a bit for this one. Take the veils off, show the truth underneath. It's in reference to the shrouded truth that the dark tide and Leviathan have slowly stripped away from the people of Renacita. Basically, the objective truth. To show the truth, the objective truth, the veil, or the truth in this case could be revealing to the people of Renacita that there is a false divinity. This statue of Imperator with the fishtail is not the Sentinel. False divinity. Show the truth. Could be, I don't know. Could mean two things. Yeah, we've got a really good guitar solo coming, but Shatter the Shackles, Break Them Free. This does linger on free, which you'll hear, almost like a desperation, like it needs to happen. It does kind of show the stakes in that way, like it needs to happen. Linger on free, they need to be free. Again, this is Set Them Free, repeated, so it reinforces my earlier point about needing this victory. Honestly, whenever this bridge comes on, all I can think about is just the Grand Overseer just aura farming, walking out of the Frilova portal. Honestly, I've got the cutscene locked up in my head when this song plays, like band for band. See that? Our one last chance there. Stakes at the very highest right now, and this bridge is sort of like this calm before the storm. Triumphs on my mind, can't rewrite. Again, going to this notion of unbeatable resolve, which is what ends up defeating Leviathan in the end. It is all about resolve, this song. Before we get to the chorus, this bridge, this little part here, the low point, it is a low point. The true test, Leviathan at their strongest, unyielding resolve needed, and the word bright will be lingered on, almost like a heavy pressure release, like a drain getting unblocked and it just spews everywhere, like that release of pressure that the dark tide puts on you, just all of a sudden gone. Huge relief. So good, man. So good. So good. Now, I do have a bit to add on to the end of that. Now, of course, we had a bit of a different chorus at the end there. All will survive and don't look behind are in speech marks, which could refer to an external voice telling them those words. All will survive, don't look behind. Who is telling them that? Don't know, but it does once again feed into the theme about resolve. And yeah, honestly, this song is so good. It's very, I wouldn't say simple, but it's very resolute. It's one-minded. It's all about resolve, trying to beat Leviathan with your will, the will of the people, the power of friendship, I guess you could say. But it's more than that, isn't it, really? But again, I really love this song. Anyways, on to the next one. Of course, it had to be Carter Thea's song. It had to be. We're going back to 2.2 with this one. Now, I did pick up that upon first listening, it is clearly a song sung or sang by Carter Thea herself. So keep this in mind for the lyrics because there are multiple perspectives in this song, which you might not pick up on. But anyways, let's begin.
Could you spare a second, slow your pace, listen to the story of Carter Thea.
Immediately, it's almost like a teacher or a person with puppets trying to get kids to listen to an epic tale. It's very old-timey. In Dawn Arrives, actually, if you've watched the cinematic there was a guy, a puppeteer kinda, and then they said no one wants to listen to a knight's tale or whatever. It's very reminiscent of that, again, so we're getting this sort of Knight's Tale theme going on.
She called for freedom, she yearned for legend, dreaming of splendid adventure.
Again, dreaming of splendid adventure, typical Knight's Tale, adventure, legend, glory, all the stuff you'd think a Knight's Tale would have as a kid. There you go. So, if you didn't notice, verse 1 to the story of Carter Thea, obviously that is not Carter Thea singing. She yearned for freedom. She yearned for legend. That is not her. That is a third person. Now, we have switched to first person. Will I be the maiden who is blessed? Immediate perspective switch. We're now in the tale. Carter Thea is now singing. Okay, that is the chorus. Now, this time, almost sounds like a sacrifice, no turning back. Does sound a bit sacrificial. And yes, in-game, it did seem like Carter Thea was sacrificing something when taking the title Blessed Maiden. So, again, they sort of did understand that their life was about to change. Okay, there's a bit to unpack here. Will it realize? Will it realize? Twice, almost like a I really don't know, like I'm asking it twice. But what is it in this case? Fate? The Sentinel? Leviathan? Honestly, no idea. And making joy forever last, the last line, last, is lingered on there, meaning Carter Thea really does want it to last a long time, really emphasizing that. And it is actually kind of slightly tragic, considering how Leviathan managed to attack Renacita. It didn't last. But anyways, on to the next verse. I'm going to have to stop you there. Notice, immediate switch up. Went from thinking about cheer and joy lasting forever to exposing what she fantasized. Almost like the truth was revealed to her as soon as she took the title. 2 lines, by the way, is all it took for her to see the full picture. Prophecy is nothing but a vicious lie. Immediately. Immediately. Here comes the growling dark tide. Yep, dark tide exposed the truth. Not all sunshine and rainbows. Now, this line is actually surprisingly dark. The more pain she feels, the clearer she sees. Does that mean because she saw instantly that the prophecy was a lie, did she feel immediate pain when taking the title of Blessed Maiden? I also want to harken back to Dawn Arrives again. There was a scene with her and Fleur-de-Lis where she was literally bleeding from the thorns. Could that be the pain? before we get to the chorus. I hate cutting the chorus off because I love these songs. But again, halos of divine are fading. Reference to the slow engulfment of the pure Renacita by the dark tide. Pretty simple, that one. And maybe halos of divine could be in reference to Fenrico as well. I'm kind of just clicking onto this now. How he got consumed by the dark tide as well. And it's high time to turn it around. Of course, being the character that she is, being Cartathea, she had to do something about it.
Carry on my glorious journey with the blessings and wish by my side. Won't accept the fate that is set. There is no turning back this time.
Now, that is the chorus, and if you guys notice, the chorus is completely different except for the last line. No turning back this time, because once you see the truth, there is no going back. Once you're exposed to knowledge, you can't unlearn it. But I actually believe that these two lines, despite being the same, are actually said for totally different reasons. The first chorus was kind of innocent, like, oh, I know that things are going to change, I know that I can't turn back. It was more shallow, while this one is deeper and a lot more mature.
This will realize, it will realize. Truth in my heart never dies.
Again, this will realize, it will realize, truth in my heart never dies. It is mentioned again. Perhaps the it mentioned before was the Sentinel, as she didn't know the truth. The it in the previous will it realize she thought was the Sentinel. But of course, before she was exposed to the truth, the Sentinel is the false divinity. But now I'm leaning towards it actually meaning Leviathan. It will realize the truth in my heart never dies.
I'll pierce through all the veils of lies with the silver sword in my hand. Divinity blindfolded me.
And there you go. Literally, as soon as I said the false divinity, right, there you go, the admission of what we've just been speculating about. The fact that divinity did blindfold her and she was worshipping a false divinity.
Wrap me in lies like ocean's mist. I'm still that girl. Carry the hopes. I'll break the shackles. Free the souls trapped in those dark wells.
I like that actually because it's a build up. This is a bridge and it's now about combining the naive girl and the grown up blessed maiden together. Now, if you think about it, it's almost kind of like combining Cartathea and Fleur de Lis. It's almost like we have this duality going on, and I think it's very, 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 very smart that they're doing this in lyrical form.
Nothing can stop me walking down this path, bringing on the rim blessings back. Won't accept the fate that is set. There is no turning back this time.
Now, no turning back this time. Again, third time it's said. Now, this chorus is after the admission. It's time now to build back up as she knows what she must do now. Also, I am noticing this, by the way, that there are two voices singing this. Almost like Cartathea / Fleur de Lis or the naive girl and the blessed maiden.
Will be true, will be true.
Notice the dual vocals now. They're both singing together.
Be a closure for this myth, Lord. One day we shall cheer and dance, making joy forever last.
Such a good song again. Honestly, this played during the 2.2 ending cinematic. Honestly, tier worthy. It's so good. I did react to all the cinematics in an earlier video, but yeah, I just want to analyze that last line. The last words of the song are what she wanted originally, which is actually very poetic. She wanted to make joy forever last, and of course, it's the last words of the song. Very poetic. Was that naive girl actually right in some way? Or did she sort of embrace it? But once again, superb song. Honestly, the music quality in this game is so good. But anyways, on to the 3rd out of 5. And you guessed it, it's Fenrico's theme, baby. Here we go. Let's begin.
My
Did you guys know those were the lyrics and it's not my Porsche arrives? But no. Let's analyze it. Grandiose entrance. Starting off with the chorus, very Primus-like, right? As a Primus, you should be able to do that, right? Start off with the chorus, start strong. Now, no crown was given, I made it mine. It's a shame we didn't get more backstory on Fenrico because, judging by this, he worked hard to get where he was. He worked hard for that Primus title. Now, where would heaven draw the line? Hell, perhaps? This could be an omission of sin, like, marching is usually a proud action. But of course, as it got corrupted by the dark tide, this kind of is clairvoyance, like, oh shit, I was proud of it. Like, I was corrupted that badly, so it's kind of like an admission to your wrongdoings, clairvoyance, you're kind of seeing things straight now. And that is this chorus, of course, breaking through with the strength, like, oh, I've seen the wrong, it's time to make it right immediately. I like that. Of course, Fenrico is supposed to be, quote-unquote, the Pope of this game, right? They're religious, right? Cleansing, very religious term. And the word all would probably mean the people of Renacita, no doubt. But the interesting part is the way it's sung. Almost like he's releasing his anger from his sins and needs atonement. Like he's shouting at the top of his lungs. Like he needs to atone by cleansing everybody. Okay, we've got a few things to go over here, not by will but by true romance. As we know, Leviathan was defeated by joint will, not by romance. Or does Fenrico sort of have the word for joint will as romance? It could mean that. It could, because true romance, maybe that does actually mean joint will. And bled through oaths sworn before, of course. He's sworn oaths, he's bled through them, he's gotten through them. Another reference to his hard work to get that Primus title. Kept what's none but I could hold, I stood to guide them back to soul. Last two lines again reiterating that it was really hard for him to get the title of Primus, and perhaps that mental toll made him an easy target for Leviathan, which is possible. Before the chorus, of course, we have to have a pray in there. Of course, the Primus would ask that. Come pray, come cleanse your sins. Again, a repeat of the chorus from before, almost like there's a resilience to it. To repeat a grandiose entrance after admitting how hard it was to get where you were now, almost like you've admitted everything. You still have that resolve. You're still shouting just as loud. And again, it's always good to analyze the last words of the song. The last words in this song are "Grace will cleanse them all." Could that actually be his last words as well? I mean, it is him singing it, but it could be his last words. He was adamant that grace will prevail. But again, really good song. I mean, I'm going to say that about all of them, aren't I? But again, really good. These sort of soliloquies, you know, the previous one, Cartathea, Fenrico, again, we're going to have another soliloquy, maybe even two, actually. But yeah, again, really good. On to the next one. Next up, we have Ode to the Nameless Martyr. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying this song is actually dark as fuck. If you really try and analyze the lyrics, it is dark. Now, I had no idea that this was actually a duet. I had no idea that this was a duet in law, and I found that out myself, and I almost shed a tear because it was really, really dark. But anyways, let's get on to Ode to the Nameless Martyr.
Was it real? Was it mine? Was it worth it?
Now, what could it refer to in this case? If we use Loop as context, it could be the Gladiator Champion title. Also, notice the dual vocals. Again, they're both speaking together immediately because this is about Lupa and Mia. Basically, two parallels singing together. Was it real? Was it mine? Was it worth it? These titles, these championships, was it worth it? Because they both walked the same path.
Sometimes I feel like a player that's stressed and frets by the scripts.
This is actually interesting because scripts and plays were very important words in 2.4. Cristoforo, of course, being the script writer. So this is saying she feels like she's Cristoforo's puppet here. And again, Mia saying that as well.
All I know is my desire and my love won't fade.
Again, that's more resilient connotations there.
I'll set a fire, burn fears to ashes.
That's funny actually because I'll set a fire. Loop as a fusion character. Nice.
Put some petals on my chest, right on the tear.
Now, I put in my notes only one voice this time. Who is speaking? Because you'll see the epiphany in my notes. Well, you won't see them, but I will read them out how it is, and you will see my epiphany. But yes, I'm confused as to who's speaking right now. Is it Lupa or is it Mia?
I would just fall into that sunset with the rest to see. I'm a vessel, done its best to contain their schemes. Now all sounds are drowning with me.
It's actually really dark. Okay, I'm gonna read out what I typed. Holy shit, it's Mia. Drowning, unbearable sounds. This song is for both Lupa and Mia. Both set to be champions, both puppets of the Threnodian. Wow. But let's actually analyze it. Now all sounds are drowning with me. She killed herself to get rid of the sounds. Obviously, we knew this, but the fact that it's right there in the song, she's literally admitting that she killed herself because of the sounds. Like, the sounds are drowning with me. She'll finally be at peace. Dark.
Through those rivers, shadows, struggles, battles, clearly I saw my way to the destiny. There is something no one can take from me. All the lure of my sword, my medals and corrosive foam.
Have to stop the chorus there. Corals and sea foam. Definitely referring to Mia drowning. She even had dark-tide coral growing out of a sprite, if you remember. Again, more references to her drowning.
I have left my fingerprints. Pen slipped away in the heartbeat. I think I finally found my peace.
Okay, notice how both of them sung that. I think I've finally found my peace. This line is also dark as well. It harkens back to the previous verse. But because it's Lupa and Mia singing, Lupa's piece was thwarting Cristoforo and being free, while Mia's piece was throwing herself off of a ship into the ocean and drowning herself. Oh man. Honestly, it does make me feel really sorry for her, but Jesus Christ, Cristoforo's a dickhead. He's such a dickhead.
All the medals on my chest are glimmering. A flash of light burns my eyes, making me ponder again. I burn a
So
cloud
good.
with all the feel in my veins, but somehow I linger in doubt.
Okay, before we get onto the chorus, this time it's Lupa singing. This time, you know, it's a different singer compared to the previous verse. More grandiose as well, but she still doubts herself, showing her connection with Mia that they both doubted themselves. You can tell this is Lupa because she won. Medals on her chest are glimmering. You know, pretty obvious. But I actually want to add a bit extra here. I linger in doubt, like the doubt itself lingers. Like the word is elongated, which is actually very smart. I linger in doubt, and the doubt actually lingers in the song. Just a bit of double meaning, I guess. Really, really good. Really good. Now, if you notice, before we get onto the epic guitar solo, if you notice, this time, the last few lines of the chorus are different. This is Lupa's epiphany now. And with Lupa realizing how to combat her fears, Mia is also liberated as they both sing together. Again, parallel paths. I feel like one affects the other in a way. So with Lupa having this epiphany, Mia kind of has that liberation as well. Get onto the solo. Oh my god, it's so good.
To the destiny, there is something no one can take from me. All the bruises of the past beneath me to solution to my dozen deepest fears. Glory's not all about winning, but blazing till we last minute.
So good. And the little ooze at the end there. So good, man. I can just think of the 2.4 cutscene in my head. But anyways, the last line is the epiphany. Again, I love to analyze the last line. I'm not much of a music analyst, by the way. I'm just raw dogging this. But the last line is the epiphany. It's a repetition of the previous chorus because it's just two choruses in a row. A firm belief that glory is not all about winning, but blazing. Again, we're talking about blazing. Fusion character, Lupa. Again, there is a lot of fusion references in here. Like, in Lupa's verse, a flash of light burns my eyes. Quite a few, like, fire connotations in there. But anyways, on to the last one. And you guys know that I love hurting myself. Not in that way. But we are going to do Reveries in the Crimson Beyond, aka the song that made everyone cry, including myself, at the end of Frolova's story. I'm going to try and keep myself together for this because it kills me every time. Anyways, oh, big deep breaths. Here we go. It's a completely different change of pace compared to the previous song.
Hi, it's been a while since the last time that I saw your smile. What
Wow.
a perfect
Wow. Now, my analysis is that this is Frolova's song. Well, obviously, but I'm saying that she's singing it. She's talking to someone. Now, in this case, she could be talking to the villagers that tragically died from her village in the meteor strike, or it could be Rover. In a way, the last time I saw you smile, because there is that sort of thing where Rover made a promise and he broke that promise. Again, dual meanings. Love to see it.
last piece have fallen into place.
Now, what a perfect fit. The last piece have fallen into place. Now, this could be in reference to the incomplete Lost Beyond that Frilova was trying to complete with the gem in 2.5. And since she actually was the last piece, like the Lost Beyond got completed when she got there, it's a perfect fit, isn't it?
I've been craving to touch you like moonlight stroking your face.
Now, before we get onto the chorus, like moonlight stroking your face. Now, in-game, there is an achievement called Moon in Water when you try and pick up Filova's violin, I believe 3 times. I didn't think much of it when I did it, but I had a little look back and I just had a look around the Lost Beyond, tried to get a vibe for the place. I thought, oh, what about the achievements that I didn't even bother looking at? And there was that. And it kind of could reference, because obviously you failed to pick up the violin. Moon in Water. Could it be referencing, sort of like the moon referencing, like it could be a play on how her past is unattainable? Like the violin is her past. Of course, a very romantic, sweet line, tainted by the longings of yesterday, like I've been craving to touch you. Moonlight stroking your face is obviously very romantic, but of course, it's tainted by that, like that inability to get the past back.
My dear Reverie, come home in here. Come dance with me in a rosy haze of yesterday.
Okay, we have a lot to analyze here. My dear Reverie. How very sweet that is. Reverie often refers to like a fleeting or like short-lived vision. And of course, my dear Reverie, she wants her vision to be close to her, dear to her. Come dance with me in a rosy haze of yesterday. Rosy haze, roses, red flowers could be a parallel to Frilova's spider lilies and colour scheme, of course. And haze could mean an ill-visioned past, or perhaps losing memories of the past. You know, when your memories go hazy, foggy, you start to lose your memories of the past, the loved ones that you cherish so dearly, but now can't even remember their faces. I'm sure we can all relate. People that have been in love understand. People that have been through breakups understand. This is why this song hits so hard.
Reverie, don't drift away, please. Keep me here in your warm embrace.
Again, these lines back up that notion that she's losing her reverie, she's losing the memories, her dream. She's losing that dream and she's so desperate to keep it. Please keep me here.
I'll trade anything for you for one more day.
Again, that desperation needs to keep it. This violin is soul tearing, by the way. It's so soul tearing.
I'll perfume your dreams with scent of flowers and summer breeze.
Perfume your dreams with scent of flowers and summer breeze. Now, if you think of it this way, perfume is such a weird word to use because in a way, perfume covers up your smell. Could be considered a mask, right? Like a mask, but for smell. So she wants to mask your dream with something fake.
Does it matter if it's true?
Okay, immediately we can sense the desperation here. Does it matter if it's true? Kind of spoken out of desperation, but also Frilova expressed no remorse in the 2.5 story as seen in the line here. No care to look at the difference between reality and fiction. No care at all.
It feels a lot more real when we whistle through the field. When I sing this song for you.
Again, ultimately this song is for her reverie. This is her soliloquy. It's a love song to her dream, to her past.
My dear Reverie, come home.
But even though it's a love song, it's tainted because we know what Frilova's like. We know that she's unhinged. We know that she's kind of psycho. So this love is tainted. It's not electric. It's not, it's not pure. I don't know the word for it. I'm trying to think of the word. The love is not pure. It's tainted. It's corrupted. It's almost like a love out of desperation, a love out of guilt, rather than a love out of love, I guess.
Come dance with me in a rosy haze of yesterday.
Now I'm going to pause it there because in the previous songs I've analysed repetition as something of resilience, like a resilient tone. But this time, I actually feel like it's a lot worse. It kind of feels like begging the dream to stay with her. Of course, she says please in this song, don't let me go, come hold me. A lot of these things is just like begging to keep that dream.
Don't let me go in. Sanity means I have to hit the road, and I don't wanna know any without love.
And there you go. I'm just going to do the violin. Wow. My voice is breaking, as you can tell. So let's just analyze the last line. Okay, let's start from, if sanity means I have to hit the road, then I don't want to know anywhere where the wind blows, or anywhere the wind blows. Ultimately, Frilova is okay with becoming insane if it means she gets to live her dream. And there's also a combination of refusing to move on as well. The wind blowing does mean change. It's often used as change. It's often used as a way to sort of say the wind blows, it's unstoppable, change is unstoppable. And she doesn't even want to know, by the way. Never mind follow. Like, she doesn't even want to know anywhere where it's going. She doesn't want to see anything. She doesn't want to know. She just wants the reverie. She just wants it back. She just wants to keep it. Please, don't go. It's so weird because it's such a sweet song, but because it's sung by Frilova, it's so tragic. It's so raw. I guess it's the only song that has actually gotten constant emotional reactions from me. It's gotten so many emotional reactions from me. Now, even trying to speak right now, it's so infectious. And I guess that's just how the song is, because it's so melancholy. It's just so raw, like I said. I'm recording this at night, which could explain why I do feel a bit more like raw and emotional. But at the end of the day, I just want to appreciate what Wuthering Waves has. And these songs, I feel, are so underappreciated. They are such good lyrical pieces. And some of these just go under the radar because you can only listen to them once, unless you, of course, go on YouTube, like Chasing Daylight, or to the Nameless Martyr, for example. These aren't repeatable songs, so I do feel like they go under the radar, especially with the lyrics and stuff like that. They do really well. But I just wanted to, again, give attention to this and just have a little deep dive into the different tones of Wuthering Waves, because we've had so many different tones. Of course, we did have 4 songs roughly about resilience, but they were about resilience in their own ways, right? First one, Chasing Daylight, collective resilience. Glory I Shall Fall, this sort of resilience about coming to terms with yourself. Radiance Across the Sea and Sky is resilience, but also admission and guilt. Ode to the Nameless Martyr is resilience, but also self-doubt. A lot of these are resilience, but it's the obstacle, not the outcome. It's the obstacle that's different. And again, Rinascita as a whole, right? The final song that you hear in Rinascita is collective resilience. And obviously, Ode to the Nameless Martyr 2.4, Glory I Shall Fall 2.2, Radiance Across the Sea and Sky 2.5. these 3 songs are individual resilience, and it builds up to the collective resilience of Chasing Daylight in 2.7, which I feel like is actually very smart that they made so many songs about resilience and then had one collective resilience. So I have used the word resilience a lot. But yes, anyways, those are my final thoughts. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.